Doing the right thing, always, whether people are watching or not. I think Gary Vee had a little quote. He said, "The right thing is always the right thing." It's,
It's very simple.
It's about as simple as you can put it.
Why am I not hot enough?
Babe, you're
Intro over.
You're really hot, by the way.
Welcome. I don't even know. We're not even fucking do episodes anymore. We're just doing clips because you guys have short attention spans and we can't get our shit together. So welcome to Couple to Strength Miami edition. I'm wearing Pablo's glasses. Pablo is Jessica's father. He's a sweetheart. Questionable glasses selection, but
they're cheapy. I think they're gas station glasses.
They most certainly are.
Well,
That's okay.
You needed something, so problem solved.
Pablo came through in the clutch. Let's talk about today. Let's just talk about today.
Okay, we slept in.
We slept till 10:45.
I did. He woke up at 8:30.
I was up at 8 and I fucked off and I went back to sleep though. I did fall asleep again. We needed it. We had been up for 20 hours at that point, traveling and all that fun stuff, and we trained. So
we're out.
Yeah, we're out late and whatever. So it was good. Slept in, showered, went to the little French bistro place about a minute away from, 2-minute walk away from where we're staying. It was excellent. It was kind of pretty authentic, actually, I thought.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
French toast. Best French toast we've had at a restaurant.
Still, I really don't think it was as good as mine, though.
It's not as good as yours. Nothing's good as yours, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. So, that was good. I really enjoyed breakfast because you opened up to me.
Yes, I did.
We don't need to talk about what it was, but it was just I think it's been good for you to be home and
it's just
get in touch with family again. And
reflecting and being here and being around my family. And I was just talking about my brother, and it obviously led to a touchy subject. And I opened up to Casey about something I probably haven't even told anybody. I think 1 or 2 people know, and it was something that I experienced in childhood. So that was...
we were both a little teary-eyed, but it was good. It wasn't like you needed to tell me that at any point, but that is something that...
It was a moment that I felt like I was comfortable enough to say it, and it brought it up. I trust you, and that was just hard for me to, it was just a hard subject.
And I don't mean to say it was fun for me, but it was... It was good. I felt we got really close there.
Yeah.
So it was good. And then, so I don't know, breakfast was good. We had a good talk, and then went to...
Where did we go after? Oh, we went to where I used to work. I used to work at an outpatient mental health facility called ABCs for Success. My boss I went to college for psychology and a minor in social work. So I had that background experience, but I told you, this is fucking Miami. He's complaining about the traffic, if you want to look at this. That's Miami for you. I don't know what to tell you.
There aren't even this many cars in Pittsburgh.
I was telling my brother, he called me. I was like, I think I experienced traffic twice since I've lived in Pittsburgh, and I've been there for almost a year. And this was every day. But anyway, I saw my boss. I saw a few of my old co-workers. One of my best friends, which Casey has met. We went to her wedding last year when he first came to Miami with me.
She's my favorite because she's quiet.
He's not used to. I could tell he gets overwhelmed when he sees my friends or family.
The cultures are a little different.
It's just different. We're very passionate, loud here, and then Pittsburgh, it's like, hey, what's up? And we're here like, oh my God. Yeah.
Everyone, they kiss on the cheek down here.
We kiss on the cheek,
Like
we
we're
scream.
In fucking France.
We are exaggerating. We're very exaggerated.
You're dramatic.
Or dramatic. Exaggerate.
It's cool though. It's fun. It's been good.
So I could just tell he's like.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then we grabbed sushi maki. That was excellent. And now we're stuck in traffic, headed to
Idolmaker, Physique and Performance.
Idolmaker. We want to talk with Randy a little bit. The cool part is I don't know a lot about Yessie's start strength sports, and Randy does because Randy got her started in strength sports. But I don't know. I've never met him either. And that's what she was like. Hey, what questions are you gonna ask us? Because I want to kind of do like part of the interview.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just gonna make it like a conversation because last episode when we wrote some shit down, it turned into a clusterfuck, and we're not gonna do that again. So. Flying by the seat of our pants, driving Pablo's BMW, and we're stuck in traffic, so we'll see you at the gym later.
Cheers. Yeah, and we do like smaller clips, and then we do larger clips.
I'm doing the interview here, Randy. Easy.
Okay.
No, we're here with Randy from Idolmaker. These guys crank out some really great bodybuilders and some really great athletes. It was cool seeing all the banners all over the
all the
walls. I
universities.
saw Lehigh and Colgate. I'm a Bucknell grad, so got excited about that.
Yeah, every flag we hang is an honor to either, a guy that trained here and committed to that school.
Yeah.
So that's how those banners end up. We don't hang just banners randomly.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing. I think I won't say anything. I'll probably go off camera. Not about you, about somebody else. Okay. But anyways, I didn't realize you were from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you grow up?
Well, there's outside of Dayton, the same county as Dayton.
Okay.
That's Montgomery County. There's a small town called Clayton.
Okay.
It's between Inglewood and Brookville. Real small town.
Right.
And then Brookville, I spent a good portion of my childhood there. My grandfather was a farmer, and he also did pump work too.
Yeah.
Up there they have submersible pumps, out in the country. So he did that also. So we spent a lot of time in the country.
I worked in oil and gas, and that was one of our divisions that before my time, before I was there, was submersibles, and then it was Central Lift was the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
That died. The oil and gas came back, and then they brought Central Lift back. But anyways, long story short. So what was your influence with Louis? Like, how'd that work out for you?
It was funny because I was trying to, my roots are in bodybuilding, but because I was married the first time then. It was right around 1999. And I really wanted to get close to football, and I knew I was never going to be a football coach. I'm like, okay, so how can I get close to the sport of football? I'm like, well, maybe I can start getting into the performance side of lifting, which is a different science. Of course, activities overlap.
Right.
So a really good trainer that trains bodybuilders, a really good trainer that I knew, we used to talk a lot on the phone, and he said, hey, there's this guy over here, it was in Tampa, there's a guy over here, he's working out with chains. He goes, I don't know anything about it. It seems a little odd to me. I'm like, so I started researching it, through magazines. We didn't have the internet back then, and I didn't have it anyway. But so anyway, I started looking through some magazines, and then I Powerlifting USA. So anyway, it all led back to Louis, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be really smart. And I bought this book. It was the Nebraska coach written. It was for strength and conditioning for football. So it was still kind of in its infancy stage. It's not like it is now. So I'm like, all right, so I'll call the guy that does the chain work, and I'm reading this book, so I'm off to a good start. So I call Louis, and he answers the phone. So he answers the phone, and I told him what I wanted to do, the direction I was going in, and I told him this book. He starts laughing. I told him, hey, I bought this book. I was all excited. Hey, I bought this book, and he starts laughing at me. He goes, man, if you think that book's something, you got to see what we're doing up here. So that from then on, I started following his methods, and I got kind of turned on to some of the stuff he was doing, and developed a relationship with him. And then we brought him down, and I think that was the first time he'd ever been to Miami.
It was probably the first and last time you ever flew.
Yeah, well, he flew in Friday night, and he was gone Saturday night. He spent one night here, and he was gone.
He wanted to be back.
After the seminar, he was back on the plane. He was out of here.
Yep.
Anyway, I think he came down
I was there.
Yeah, he came down the following year. A CrossFit gym brought him down. We brought him down together. It was a gym in Fort Lauderdale. So he flew into Fort Lauderdale. He brought Shane and Laura, and there was another lifter. I don't remember who it was at the time. And he brought them down, and we went up there and did that. But it was funny because we were sitting there, and he was getting these really, really elementary questions about the West Side methods, and I'm thinking, you're at a seminar, you think you're going to research the guy you're going to come listen to, and then afterwards, me and him we went off in the corner, and we were just talking shop, and he made the same remark. He's like, these people are asking stuff they should already know about us and what we do. So
that's their money, right?
Yeah.
They want to spend money.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good turnout. They had a tremendous turnout.
Yeah.
And Shane and Laura were there, and Shane, a real brilliant guy. I mean, because
they're creative.
He just doesn't do the power thing. He was talking about like cyclists and marathon runners and fighters and how he's applying this stuff to them, and it was a real interesting talk with him as well.
That's the cool part about Union Fitness is we get a lot of very corporate people that have never seen a powerlifting gym, and they're like, I don't know what monolift is, whatever. Mm-hmm. Not that they call it a monolift. They're like, I don't know what that is. They're like, what do you do with the chains? And I'm like, well, it makes the lift easier. I just leave it at that. I'm like, what do you think it does? So whatever, leave it at that. But no, that's cool. So how did you guys meet? How did that?
My brother trained at I Don't Make.
And I have no idea how he.
He was dating Rachel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Love.
Which is his goddaughter.
Goddaughter, yeah.
So that
And then your brother screwed it up.
So.
You didn't kill him.
No, I think Rachel screwed it up, but that's another story. But they were dating. I was in high school, didn't play basketball in college, decided not to. So I told my brother, I'm like, what do? I still want to be athletic. I still want to be active. He's like, you got to go to this gym. I've been going there for 6 months.
He's like, your brother's a good salesman.
He, somewhat. I don't know. Don't tell him. Whatever you want to do. So he's like, just come by, like test it out, test the waters. I really don't remember the first day. Maybe you remember the first day I was there, but you put me to the test. You had me do like the prowler. I don't.
Yeah, I'm always hard on the new people. Like I don't scream at them, but I always say, hey, you have to understand where you're at. I always tell people.
So you almost give like a personal training session, like the first.
Well, if you're very new, then of course you're going to get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And I always say you only get one shot to make a first impression. And I don't throw them any curves. I'm like, this is what everybody else is.
They either work hard or they don't.
Right,
They can fuck a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
But,
so they're not getting any curveballs like, hey, we're going to try to punish this person. I always tell them, everyone else did this today, so you're not getting any curveballs. We're not trying to run them off.
Yeah.
So I always tell, we used to bring people in and say, hey, we're going to try you out for 5 days, and then you can try us out. Oh no.
What should be right? Yeah, still from it.
Oh, okay, good.
Ha!
So it gives them the opportunity to say, hey, I don't like this gym, or it gives us something to say, look, we don't like you, you're not fitting in. You have to bring something to the table. 99% of the time, you have to add something to the gym.
Yeah. Do you remember that day? Like.
Yeah, I remember you getting out of the car and walking up to the gym. That's about all I remember. What I remember that came after that was this whole thing about your traps. That was never ending.
So I had this thing where I didn't want to become manly.
It
was that whole. It's obviously not as bad now. Like people, I think women embrace it more now than then. Like.
Well, no, but the girls in that age group, I think, were part of the problem.
Well, yeah, I was young too.
Yeah, they were young girls, and then
You were what?
I had baby fat.
You were what?
18.
18. So I started lifting, I started getting bigger, I started getting muscle, and I was just like, Randy, and I would be like, Randy, what is that? What are these things on my shoulders?
And he's like, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, but they weren't so outlandish. Like, I mean, look what you deadlift now. Like, would you consider them huge now?
Don't even talk about our deadlift. Don't talk about that.
Don't be a dick.
She
I took
pulled at the Arnold. Before training for the Arnold, pulled 375 for a triple beltless. We're great. At the Arnold.
Pissed myself.
Pissed herself.
First time.
Never
done that
missed
before.
370. I was like, come on.
Did everyone else see it too?
Oh, it was all over the floor.
Yeah.
They moved the deadlift so they wouldn't deadlift on my feet. I didn't care. I was just laughing. I was like, that is the weirdest sensation of life. That's never happened to me.
When I first got into this, we were actually up in Lakeland. There's a group of guys that they're still up there. A guy named Ken Snell. Anyway, I was there and a girl did it, and she just let go of the bar and ran. She ran off.
Embarrassed?
Yeah, she was embarrassed. They took a broom. They just broomed it right into the wall and just kept right on going.
It happened the year before when neither of us competed. And I told Dave Tate about it. I was like, we got to the compound. I'm like, hey, Dave, some girl pissed herself deadlifting. He was like, yeah.
The common.
It's
Yeah,
common.
it just happened.
It's more common than
Okay, fair enough.
think, yeah.
And this
So-
girl, what's her face, that was training with Michael, Claudia.
She pissed herself?
Yeah, there was a video of her actually doing it, and she
Like-
posted the video in Michael's gym. Yeah.
Where did
But,
this conversation go? What do we got going?
Yeah, so I think it was like the hardest transition for me was not really like the training.
The body
it
image.
was the transformation physically, yeah.
Sure.
So I don't know when I got over that really.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I mean, if my question to you was like how so I mean, because of you, the things that I learned, I would not be here where I am today. I wouldn't be with Elite and whatnot. So it's like
Yeah, because you did your first meet.
with him. I
Right.
mean, for my first couple of meets with him,
Yeah.
like he guided me through the whole thing.
Yeah.
He taught me West Side. He
Yeah.
taught me training. I mean, I was very fortunate to be around people that knew what they were doing.
Well, that's so. Randy and I had that conversation a little bit. We were talking about where he got his monolift and the guy that was upgrading it for him.
Doing the mods, yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, Randy said to me, he said, I see people in monoliths and all they do is walk it out. And I said, that's not the problem with powerlifting, but it is a bit of a problem. We'll see it. That is a bit of a problem because people hire an online coach and train alone.
Yeah.
And that's not what powerlifting is. That's not what bodybuilding
Yeah.
is. That's not what the sports athletic training
And
is.
he connected with me with Louis. So
Right.
Louis calls me Jessica from Miami, which is awesome. And I was able to learn from
checks
him.
you out
And then
and hits
Laura,
on you.
yeah, he does. Every time he takes a picture, he slides his hand down a little bit. I'm like, he's old. Like, what am I gonna do?
You let him go.
Yeah. And then Laura, I hooked up with I connected with her. So it's like he had those connections already. So I was able to learn.
I mean, that's right. That's
It's
my point.
huge. So it's like if I didn't have that,
But that's the way it's. I
I was
don't want to say
fortunate.
that's the way
It
that
really
good,
was.
the best get into it. But like, I had a Randy back at home that got me into powerlifting, and it was just he took me under his wing, and
yeah.
they teach you the basics. And him and I, obviously you guys aren't together anymore.
Right.
Him and I aren't together, but
Right.
you still have those connections.
Yeah.
You learn from one person, you go to the next person, you go to the next person, and hopefully you pass that on. That's the whole point. of
What
we
would
do.
you say was it like from the first time I started like mentally? Did you see a difference when I left you? Like was I more confident or was
Oh,
I?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Totally different, yeah, transformed.
Yeah.
Mentally, yeah.
So I mean, I
Right.
just always wonder because it's like
No, like you were like, because I remember we put you with the bodybuilding girls.
Yes.
Remember all the they trained for cosmetic purposes.
yeah.
So she trained with that group, and then she was just, it was like you seemed a little unsure. You were trying to find yourself, and
right.
once you found yourself, then it was.
Once
Yeah.
you hit that one heavy set, you're like,
I was like-
you're like, I don't want to do.
I was like, one, I was like, I always thought I was one of the guys. Like I always thought I was a man,
Mhm.
and
Well,
I was
you're
just like,
competitive too.
and I was like, Randy, what are all those guys doing over there? Like, what are they doing? And so I was like, he's like, why don't you try it? And then like I started squatting. I started squatting heavier. And he's like, all right, well, and he saw the potential in me. And he's like, I'm like, I think this is what I was supposed to do. So I
I
kind
mean,
of fell
kudos
into
to
it.
you too, because bodybuilding is your specialty.
Yeah.
But you have you have some amazing athletes, but like not forcing somebody to do something, just letting them, hey, you see it, you're like, that's what a good coach
He asked
does.
me, he's like, you want to powerlift? I'm like, I don't know what that is.
No, but I always tell people embrace what you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't try to resist what you really are.
Yeah.
I know I have a couple guys that are new to training in general where we're at, and some of them are kind of intimidated. They won't talk to me. Damien, and he's, I don't know if he watches or not, but I know that he thinks I want him to be a powerlifter, and I just want to be healthy and be happy.
Right.
And I think he loves doing yoga, and he enjoys the training aspect. So I think I just want him to find your mold and just go with it, man. Just chisel it away and make that journey your own.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the mark of a good coach. You see something in somebody, whether it's a physical attribute or if it's just a drive that they have. This is what they're supposed to do.
Was I always stronger than my brother?
Oh, pound for pound for sure.
Sorry.
He's not built for pound.
He used to call him Needle Dick.
Then we
It's like-
shortened it to needle. So everybody in the
When he
gym-
got a little bigger, he's like, all right, we'll drop it. We'll just call you Needle.
So everybody in the gym will call him needle.
He is getting beat up this video.
Okay.
I know.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Sorry.
But it's funny. I mean, and it goes to show, like, he always expresses, like, remember where you came from, too.
Yeah.
So no matter what, I always mention, idol maker.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like,
more often than not, people forget where they come from
Yeah.
in this industry. You see it a lot.
Yeah.
They go off. They're here 3 years and they go off, and now they're the self-proclaimed expert.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where like,
No mention of where they came from.
right.
that's it. My Randy back home, Mike, great dude. We had a falling out. We had some disagreements, and but we still talk to this day. And I'll always credit him. Like he taught me how to train hard, and all the little stuff that goes into what it takes to be good.
I always say, like, even like some of our captions we do. Ronnie helps me with Instagram, but anyway, I always say we're just a spoke in the wheel.
Yeah, right.
That's the way I look at it.
You got to give credit to your athletes. Like it's not
Oh, yeah.
they're athletic. You're just giving them that.
Yeah, well, they have their position coaches, they have their family, their high school coaches, on up to the NFL level. We're just a spoke in the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they elect to leave us, that's fine. Like we were once a spoke in the wheel, and
Right.
that's satisfying enough for us. It's always rewarding when they're here too. The
Right.
time they spend here.
Yeah.
Like when she was here.
I'm
I was
26 and I started at 18. That's so crazy.
Right.
No, I was impressed with just watching some of your guys train. They train hard. They're here on their own accord, which is
Yeah.
you don't see that a lot.
Well, when you have Randy screaming, that looked like hammer dog shit.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, but they could just as easily not come back too.
Yeah.
Well, the way I always tell people, if you understand how my brain works, and the mentality I have is this, is that, and then once I tell them this, and they kind of get it, especially with I'll use the bodybuilders for example. They only do chest once a week, so at best they have 52 workouts in a year, 52 at
He always
best.
lays it out like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So now if they get sick or they go to a wedding, now you knock me down into the mid 40s somewhere. So now, this is where I have a problem on this executing reps. So we come out here and we execute a handful of bad reps. Well, guess what? Those handful of bad reps over time add up to entire bad sets. And over time, those entire bad sets add up to entire bad workouts. Now you just chipped away at my remaining 40-something workouts. So if you have that, adopt that mindset, have that sense of urgency, every rep should be executed, perfectly. So when I'm looking across the gym and I see multiple reps being executed poorly, I'm like, you're hacking into my 52 workout. So the same with the athletes, it's the same thing. So when I start screaming, especially with at the season lifters, that's where it's coming from.
It's a brilliant way to look at it. What did I say to you? Squat.
Yeah.
Wake up. Right?
I mean,
you had 25 reps today. That's
but
all
I
you
tell
had.
them, it's like, you picture it, you understand it, it's just a matter of executing it. That's the hardest part.
Well, everything we do in life is driven by numbers. I don't understand why it becomes absent out here.
Mm-hmm.
Even with our diets, the body fat analysis, with the cosmetic types, or with what we're doing on the gym floor. With the numbers on the gym floor, people don't get it. But everything else we do, you tell them, hey, you talk about dollars and cents, and they get it. But
You change your oil at 3,000
Yeah.
miles, right? Like, I mean, it's just it's a number. It's not like, my car's acted funny.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're an idiot or broke.
Yeah.
I guess there are other factors, but.
so that's where when I scream, and that's where the sense of urgency is coming
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Complacency is a problem with a lot of young athletes, for certain.
But they seem to believe that time is endless.
Well, it is. I mean, for them, right?
Yeah, for them. like the college guys, I'm like, you're gonna blink your eye, and 48 months is gonna be gone.
Yeah. I mean, I look back and I'm like, shit, I played 40.
I always, even the guys that we feel that, because you get some that you're absolutely certain going to make it to the NFL in some way, shape, or form. And I always tell them, I say, look, if you're really good, you can hit the lotto in 4 years. I said, if someone came to me right now and
Right.
said, hey, in 4 years or 48 months, you could hit the lotto, I'd be like, what do I got to do?
Mm-hmm.
Apply yourself 100%.
Yeah.
The odds are you're going to hit the lotto. Where else can you get that kind of guarantee?
Right.
And if you have an ounce of athletic ability, those possibilities exist.
Yeah.
So when I put it to them that way, the light bulbs start going off.
No, that's yeah. No, and just a short time getting to talk to you. Like, I like your philosophy. It's like it's easy stuff. It's really easy once you break it down. So that's it, right?
Best.
I
Yeah.
think we're done. It was a pleasure meeting you. Your gym. Congrats on the new gym.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We'll probably do a walk around so we can include it
We
in
can
the
do, yeah, definitely.
Did y'all go to the mezzanine level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
badass.
neat.
Yeah.
And mind you, we started in how many square feet was the gym that
It
we
was
started
20.
in?
The first one was 22. Then I got smaller. Now I got bigger.
Bigger. So
Yeah.
it's
This is the
nice to
third.
see it transform.
Yeah.
It really is.
Maybe, hey, we know one day we'll outgrow this. We'll see.
I hope so.
They got plenty more bays down here.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a
Knock a
little
wall
freaking facility taking up a whole block.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be amazing.
yeah, Idol Maker on Instagram, right?
Randy Scotes.
Yeah, it's at Idolmaker Miami, and then we're on Facebook too. And Facebook doesn't seem to get as much traffic as it used to,
Yeah.
No, it's Instagram. That's where it's at. Yeah.
So,
which is fine.
Follow. You'll learn a lot.
yeah, really. So thank you. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I got to see my mom. My mom walked the walk.
Oh my God. Episode 5.
That was a weak intro.
Episode 5.
I was being dead
Single.
serious.
Oh my God, there's a big ass bee.
It's a bee. It's a fucking honeybee.
Oh.
You're fine. Hey, sit down. Yo. Okay, good boy. Stop it.
Our grandmother, you're gonna laugh. It's a DMX song. But
Was it like DMX I Miss You?
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard it. What a hood at. You know that one?
That's not
That's not that one.
no.